Good evening, YouTube viewers and subscribers. Today's video features this engine. Now, this is a very rare and awesome engine. Now, the story about how I came across this engine is that a fellow contacted me via email, unsure if he's a subscriber, obviously he's at least a viewer, and he said he's got one of these engines. He had it in an airplane and it wasn't quite powerful enough to power his airplane. He was wondering if I had a 30 to 40 size 4-stroke engine that I was willing to trade for this engine. And I said, well, let me look around, I'll see what I've got. So I did. This engine actually cost me an OS FS-40 Surpass engine. Not really a big deal, but he said that this engine was really low runtime, etc. Now here's what I got. This beautiful small OS 4-stroke engine. Comes with a plug, and under here he had some kind of, I'm not sure what the after run oil is. It's really has a really distinct smell to it. So I put the bubble wrap on top of the paperwork. Came with a little header pipe, some tools. I'm not really sure what the heck this tool is supposed to do. I don't know that there's anything on this engine other than a prop nut, and even then that's kind of small for that. And then of course the full huge instruction manual. So my initial assessment of this engine was exactly as he said. It looks like a very, very low runtime engine. I mean, this thing just looks pristine. So what we're going to do here is I want to take a quick look inside and see. I want to look at the top of the piston and the back inside here so we can see exactly, or try to guess about how much runtime it's got on it. He said it's had like 3 or 4 tanks of fuel through it, but I don't know if when he got it, if it was brand new or not. So we're going to take a quick look inside here and see what we've got. Let me zoom in a bit more so you can kind of take in this beautiful little engine. So the fellow also just emailed me last night when I told him I got it and I shipped his engine to him. He said, hey, he's got other engines that he might be willing to trade for, and I said, okay, well, send me a list of some of these other engines and maybe we can make a trade. Let me pop this glow plug out first so we can kind of look down the hole there. Perhaps. That's the top dead center there. Yeah, looks pretty clean. Let's see here. Take this carb off. So as I said, I traded this engine for basically the exact same condition OS FS-40 Surpass engine. The one I traded in was in extremely good condition, box, paperwork, everything. Also, that's not the right size. I don't even want to tell you what I paid for that OS FS-40 Surpass engine because it was quite a low price, which made this trade even more appealing. Seems like there's always one screw head. It's always kind of, oh my god. Look at that thing. It does look brand new. I mean, heck, I don't even know if it's... Here's the valves. I mean, I'm trying to hold these screws in. I mean, for all purposes, that looks like a brand new engine. If I wasn't told that it had been run and it didn't smell like this strange after run oil, which I think might be Corrosion X. I've never really had Corrosion X before, but that's about the only thing I can think that smells like. If I hadn't been told this engine had been run and didn't have this after run oil in here, I would say that this was a brand new engine. Let me just kind of put this head back on here, and then we'll pop off the back plate real quick, and that's all I'm going to do to this engine, other than get it ready to run. I think what's weird is that this one screw here is just a little bit more snug going in than the others were. Okay. Let's pop this back plate off real quick. As you notice, in the old days of OS like this, their quality was so good they didn't need gaskets because their machining quality was just superior. Some engines you'll find are still like that from OS, but not many other manufacturers do that. Most will utilize a gasket, probably because their machining tolerances aren't as tight. Oh yeah. Again, like I said, I would just figure this was just a new engine. So, that is a quick, again no gasket, quick look inside at this new acquisition of mine. Now the jury is out as to how long I will keep this engine. Maybe one of those I keep forever, but who knows. I don't tend to keep engines forever. Well, of course forever hasn't really happened yet either, so. But I mean, this is a highly collectible, pretty valuable on the open market engine that is getting harder and harder to find, and I am extremely pleased to trade yet another fairly rare engine, which was that FS-40 Surpass, because those are getting harder to find too. They're not quite as hard to find or as collectible as the FS-20, but they're getting there. So anyway, that's a look inside of this beautiful little engine.